What did I say? What did I just say, Tamara? That's right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours. The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you? I suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
Would you care to explain your slaughterhouse here?
Slaughterhouse? Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
Blood export system? Fascinating.
It is, isn't it? See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment. Isn't that what science is all about?
You're not wrong. Why don't you tell me more about this system of yours?
It would be my pleasure. As you know, I care deeply about my fellow man, my neighbors, those working so hard just to get by. During my early years in government, oh Lord, this takes me back. One of my responsibilities was to pay visits to officials in different provinces. I met people from all around the country, from all kinds of backgrounds and all sorts of trades. It didn't take me even 2 months to realize that everything was rotten, inside and out, chaotic, in complete disarray. Every little town was exactly the same. Hospitals shamefully understaffed, roads ridden with potholes, good people suffering in poverty and drowning in drink. And no one did anything about it. No one even cared. They were too busy lining their own pockets. Police and most of my colleagues, all corrupt to the bone. Bureaucracy stopping any feeble attempts to take action. It made me boil with anger, Liza. Livid, I swore to myself that once I rose up, I would get rid of the chaos that is our country, that I would turn it around, help my good fellow citizens. Design a system.
And what system would that be?
Since I've become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
Willing people?
That's right. Honest, hard-working people. And that's exactly where the system comes in. You're a smart young lady. You must understand that money doesn't come out of nowhere. Say, a building needs to be fixed. You need to take the money out of the town's budget. But it's all been squandered or stolen by your predecessors. Ultimately, nothing gets done. Frustrating, isn't it? But what if there was a whole demographic of consumers in constant need of expensive liquid product?
Cabernet.
Exactly. I learned about the existence of vampires once I climbed high enough as a government official. It's not that big of a mystery as long as you have the right connections, you know. It's shocking that your species, some centuries old I might note, was sitting on a gold mine, but had no clue how to adapt it to the modern world. It took me 5 minutes talking with the Countess to put 2 and 2 together. By producing Cabernet, she managed to make enough coin to run her estate. But she completely missed out on a bigger opportunity.
And what exactly is that opportunity?
The old crone drained using archaic techniques. Her manor sales only offering space for a few. But you and I, Liza, we know that we live in a burgeoning age of industry, of endless production possibilities. Moreover, she only made Cabernet from those of noble birth, foolishly thinking their blood was purer. But you and I, Liza, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth.
Why, of course.
My operation quadrupled turnover by training lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Liza. You, me, the good townspeople, the deserving citizens of our country.
This is certainly unorthodox, but I have to admit, it's quite clever.
It is, Isn't it? My system solves two problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin, and it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately, the Countess managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. And this is actually a good time for me to give you, Liza, some credit for this brilliant operation.
What? Me?
Indeed. I know about the documents that the Countess ordered you to steal from my house. If she would have seen my plans before we struck the deal, she would have negotiated a much larger share for herself. Basically, the town is in your debt. In any case, Miss Morozova, I do apologize. I bent your ear for far too long. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
You say that you only take the blood of parasites, but that isn't true. Your basement cells are filled with protesters, regular people whose only crime is wanting a better society, just like you claim to. How does that fit the system you described?
I can see your confusion. Those are terrorists, an aggressive and dangerous kind. They tried to shoot me at the rally. You saw it with your own eyes.
What if I told you that those people are innocent?
Whatever do you mean?
I discovered that the whole thing was set up by the Countess. She hired a marksman to provoke the chaos, clearly so that you would have more victims for production. These people meant no harm.
Orchestrated mayhem to manipulate the citizens? I won't stand for it. Countess Orlova and I will have a serious talk about this. Corruption, from my business partner no less, will not be tolerated. I'll tell you what, Liza. You've shown extraordinary promise, and have already helped the town on numerous occasions. Imagine what you could do working in the government with me. You'll make an excellent counselor. And in a few years, who knows, we could bring about real change. On top of that, I will set the protesters free as early as tomorrow. You have my word. Of course, those that were sent to the lower floors, I can't let them go. Sadly, my hands are tied here. They've seen too much. It goes without saying, of course, but no one can know about what happens down here. The system is not for everyone to comprehend. Some just have to reap the benefits of the machine without knowing how it works. So, what do you say?
If this can change the country for the better, then I accept.
I am delighted to hear that, Elizaveta. Trust me. Together we will build a system so judicious, so industrious, that will not only change the country, but the whole world. Oh, I have a truly wonderful feeling about this.
Sorry to bother you, Madame Morozova. Just wanted to remind you about your meeting with Mayor Skvortsov in a few minutes.
Ah, that's right. Thank you, Anya. You may go for the night.
Thank you, Madam. See you tomorrow.
What did I say? What did I just say, Tamara? That's right. I said not to disturb me during my peak productive hours. The decrees won't publish themselves. Besides, Why, you aren't Tamara at all, are you? I suppose a welcome is in order. What brings you here, my dear?
Would you care to explain your slaughterhouse here?
Slaughterhouse? Oh, of course. You must mean my blood export system. I can see how it may appear a little jarring to an unprepared visitor.
A little jarring. People are being tortured and killed right outside this very door.
See, I wish more people expressed genuine curiosity before casting judgment. Isn't that what science is all about?
This isn't science. It's a bloodbath designed by a madman.
Liza, I thought of you as a much more rational person, a contributor to society. Design a system.
And what system would that be?
Since I become mayor, the town has improved, wouldn't you say? In only a few months, local businesses have received loans, roads have been fixed, willing people have jobs.
That may be, but at what cost?
Precisely. Everything in this universe has a cost. But you and I, Liza, we know of the equality of man, that deeds determine true worth. My operation quadrupled turnover by draining lawbreakers, the slothful, illegal foreigners. It uses the parasites of the earth to lift up society. Everybody wins, Liza. You, me, the good townspeople, the deserving citizens of our country.
You're out of your mind. This is barbaric.
My system solves two problems at once. It disposes of those who seek to keep us in ruin, and it provides significant income to benefit the people. Unfortunately, the Countess managed to find out about my enterprise and threatened blackmail if I didn't cut her in. I didn't mean to bring it up, but if a certain someone didn't steal my private correspondence, I would have made a much better deal. All the profits would have gone into the town's budget, and our fellow citizens would be better off. But like they say, water under the bridge. A good politician knows how to work within limitations. In any case, Miss Morozova, I do apologize. I bent your ear for far too long. I take it that you managed to find me all the way down here for a reason. How may I be of service?
You say that you only take the blood of parasites, but that isn't true.
So, what do you say?
I accept.
I am delighted to hear that, Elizaveta. You always struck me as a judicious person. And who knows? Perhaps we can keep working together.
We'll see where the future takes us.
Indeed. But wherever it does, one thing I know is that it will be bright.
Liza, there you are. Don't forget that you're meant to take minutes for the mayor tonight. He won't be pleased if you keep him waiting.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me, Anya. I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, Liza.
I came to free my brother. He was arrested on the day of the rally. All he wanted was to help his country. He doesn't deserve to be a part of this nightmare.
It's clear that you and I don't see eye to eye on everything. But then again, you need to hear different perspectives to run a town, don't you? And I do owe you for your help with the documents, even if unintentional. Your brother shall be released effective immediately. That is my gift to you. It goes without saying, of course, but no one can know about what happens down here. The system is not for everyone to comprehend. Some just have to reap the benefits of the machine without knowing how it works. So, what do you say?
I came to put an end to this horror. You have spilled enough blood, and it stops now. Even if it's for the sake of the greater good, I just can't be a part of this. What's going on here has to stop.
Liza, you're breaking my heart. Well, I'm truly sorry we couldn't make a deal. Before you go, I've always loved that old counting rhyme. Do you know it? How does it go again? Crescent came out of the fog, took a knife out of his pocket. I will cut and I will hit. Either way you will be it.
Ah, my good old election poster for the local council. Felt a little awkward at the time having the artist draw me instead of simply taking a picture. But turns out vampires, sadly, don't show up on film, so had to stick to working behind the scenes. Still, the team certainly managed to change the area for the better. It is a shame, though, that I can't go into bigger league politics. Can't get too high of a profile. Otherwise, over the decades, people would start catching on. Well, in any case, there's certainly no shortage of work at this level.